photo scene.
Okay, so introduce yourself, tell us who you are and about your studio.
Hi, I'm Lee Lorber, and I'm a yoga instructor in Old Town Warrington. I have a studio at Bella Vista Holistic Spa, 92 Main Street. And I,
Stop.
what?
You mispronounced the name of the spa. It's Bella Vita,
What did I say?
Bella Vista.
Oh, thank you. Cut that. She'll kill me.
Okay, so.
And one thing, right now, the way you're talking, your
Okay.
head is kind of jutting up, so maybe just bring your
Okay,
chin
bring
down.
my chin down.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just look at me.
Okay, I'll look at you. Okay, are we starting over?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're still rolling. So
All right, okay. So do you want me to start over?
Yeah, just
Okay.
start from the top.
Hi, I'm Lee Lorber, and I'm a yoga instructor in Old Town Warrington. My Equipose Yoga Studio is located in Bella Vita Holistic Spa at 92 Main Street. And I have a lovely big room, and I would love for you to come and visit me.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so tell us about how you got interested in yoga.
My interest in yoga began primarily with a sciatic event. I was seeing a chiropractor every day for many, many days when I first moved back to Northern Virginia. And luckily, I found Yvonne Hurst in her yoga studio in Warrington and started practicing yoga. This has been about 15 years ago. So the sciatica was relieved by yoga, by the stretching, and I didn't need chiropractic anymore. I didn't need surgery, and I am indebted forever to yoga for that.
Good. So tell us about your own training then, your qualifications as a yoga instructor.
My qualifications are from Kripalu Institute in Lenox, Massachusetts. It's the oldest teaching yoga institute in the country. Part of my training was there. Part of my training was at Omega Institute in Rhinebeck, New York. And I also have training from Healing Arts Institute in Fredericksburg, Virginia.
Okay. And let's see. So you said you kind of rethought everything you wanted to say. So do I need to prompt you in any way?
Well, yeah, I've noticed that I do need some prompting here. The people I have studied with sort of created for me an eclectic style of teaching. If you visit my studio, you will get very personalized attention. The classes are small. I was a former dancer, so alignment is very interesting to me, and I like to approach yoga from a hands-on standpoint, and breathing is very important, teaching breathing along with the alignment.
Okay. So tell me about some of the some success stories, like a student that came to you with back pain, and is it, like your own success story. Do you
All
have
right,
any
well,
student success stories like that?
I've had many different clients over the years. I actually had a studio for the last going on 4 years. Started teaching yoga at the high school where I was an English teacher, Fauquier High School. And I had a lot of really sedentary people who were introduced to yoga for the first time and started carrying themselves differently. You'd see them in the hall, and their crowns were lifted and their shoulders relaxed. And some of these women are still, a lot of them are still coming to me. And one in particular had pretty advanced osteoporosis, beginning to really show signs of that, and actually very young to be showing signs of that. And I really feel like she's reversed that. Maybe she's going to be, someone you'll meet on a later video, and you'll see some before and after pictures of her. I think probably the most powerful success stories I've had are with some of my RA clients, rheumatoid arthritis. They're finding a lot of relief with a style of yoga called structural yoga, which addresses a lot of work with the joints. I worked with MS patients. I have a chair yoga series that I do and accommodate for individuals because MS is very personalized practice. You know, everybody has a different range of motion, and it needs to be very personalized if you have one of these challenges. I've worked with autistic young people, and the focus in meditation and breathing seems to help a lot in that challenge. I work with at-risk students at New Direction. Whoops, I was supposed to say that. I work with at-risk high school students at a local alternative school, and they actually have had increases in their SOL scores and an increasing graduation rate, they tell me, because of the yoga experiences. I also have triathletes in my classes, very advanced students who come back, thankfully. So it's not only people with challenges, but that is, I think, what's different about my yoga studio is the personalized attention you get for whatever the issues are that you have.
How does a triathlete benefit from your classes?
Well, I think probably the most important thing, it's an eye-opening experience for someone who trains mainly in what I would say a yan mentality. Yan is a very powerful, power kind of exercise, and they expect.
So just in answering this question, if you can reiterate your question, so for triathletes especially, they can benefit.
Okay.
I think they can benefit that way. Just since you won't be hearing her question
Right.
in the video, if you can just incorporate.
Did all of them get messed up like that?
No, all the others are fine, but
Okay.
just for this one specifically.
Okay. A triathlete coming to my studio would benefit from being introduced to the importance of myofascial tissue release. So I usually try to incorporate ball work with someone who's a seasoned athlete, and they are quite amazed at the opening they get from the ball therapy. Myofascial tissue represents 50% of your flexibility, maybe even more, they think. Myofascial tissue lies everywhere in the body, but underneath the muscles. So quieting the muscles down to get into the deeper tissues often adds a whole level of flexibility for these people. And I have one in particular who called me or texted me after a yin class, which also addresses myofascial tissue, and said, I just did a run, and the run, I think it was a short run, but she dropped 5 minutes from her run, which is huge for a runner, and she attributed that to the deep sustained stretching of a yin class, which we have on Saturday mornings. So I think people that are, very powerful kinds of athletes don't often know or really internalize how important it is to reach the deeper tissues for flexibility and health.
And also, and then you can rephrase the question, but so as we age, we start to lose flexibility and mobility, so talk about that.
Okay. As we age, the myofascial tissue is really the first part of the body to begin to shrink. The myofascial tissue is shorter, it's colder, it needs sustained stretching. The only way you can get to it is to turn the spindles of the muscles off with sustained compression. And most people don't stretch that way. They stretch very sporadically or with little attention, really, to the deeper tissues. So, what did you ask me?
So just say, so yoga addresses.
Okay, so yin yoga addresses the deeper tissues of the body, the myofascia tissues. Because once you come to a yin class, you're in there for the stretch. You know, you're not going to be doing anything else in a designated yin class. And you're propped, so you're comfortable, and you simply allow the body to release gently into a deeper stretch if it's ready to go there.
And
Yeah.
that keeps you younger.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So well, I think we can all agree that flexibility allows you more mobility and ease of movement, and working a lot in stretching those myofascial tissues plus balance work is going to serve you well as you age. If you look at someone who is a yoga student and they trip over something, they are usually able to catch themselves. The mind has an interesting way of understanding where the body, you can train the mind to understand where the body is in space. It's called proprioception. And I have noticed in myself, because of my work in balance, that I can catch myself and not fall. And I've seen that in other people as well. So I think all of that is part of the experience.
Mm-hmm. So as a result of this kind of training in yoga, you can, for example, as you age, minimize the likelihood that you're going to have a fall that's going to
Well,
break a hip, break a leg, lead
right.
to surgery.
Okay, so I think that there's so many benefits of yoga. It's hard to even name them all. But if you are looking for mobility and energy and a deeper ability and awareness of your breath, then yoga is a very good plan for you. Most of us understand that the more efficiently you breathe, the less hard the heart has to work. And breathing is the foundation of everything that we do in yoga, or it should be. So there is a lot of attention to breath work in movement. I really believe that aging, that's something we accept in yoga. It's part of the journey, but the aging can be a great deal more free of injury and stiffness and concern if you find a commitment to yoga.
What do you think? Do you have anything
I
else
think
you'd
that's
like to
excellent.
address?
Yeah.
I don't feel very articulate.
Oh my, I thought you sounded very articulate.
Yeah.
I thought it sounded great. I'm trying to think. We already kind of went over how your studio is different, that you believe in, taking a hands-on approach. So,
Well, I can't really say negative. You can't say, like, you're not going to walk into my yoga class and have tape on the floor where your mouth. I mean, I really don't want to send that, because that's not very yogic to be dissing other places.
Well, but we'll probably have a picture of your studio behind you.
Yeah,
right?
I would.
So
Yeah,
visually people will see that.
yeah.
You don't have to say it.
And I don't know that it's appropriate to talk about cranial massage at the end, that you do get those kind of. Well,
I'll mention that in my testimonial because I love that.
Okay. I just think the whole personalization thing, as you have brought up before, is probably the key to everything. Because, for instance, this woman I was working with today, she has, let's see, again, I have to use the hospital. She's been to that environment, and it's not personalized. She's in there with, I think she said 10 other people, and it's really dangerous. And it actually wasn't chair. It was, to get down on the mat and up and down and so forth, and she can't do that. And I'm sure they must have a program for that, but this doesn't need to be on the video. I'm just ranting, but let me think of anything else. I don't guess I need to say anything. Getting technical about certifications and all of that is really not part of this, is it?
What
Well, I think it would be helpful just to say, I mean, so many people learn,
one
just
thing
because on their minds, they're like, oh,
Okay.
you're RYT 500.
Okay. So it doesn't matter
I
that this
was
is
gonna
kind
say
of
one
out of
thing-
sync or, you
no,
know,
that's
okay,
totally
okay.
fine. One thing that really stands out to me and that I love about your classes is how much anatomy you incorporate into it in a way that's understandable. So when I'm stretching something, I actually, it's like a little miniature anatomy lesson. So I don't know if maybe you could
Okay.
talk about how you really do focus on educating your students about what
Oh,
muscles
okay.
they were stretching
Okay.
so they can have that more awareness and they can understand, you know, when
You
they're
should be doing my video.
I'll do testimonial for you, so I'll mention
Okay,
that too.
okay.
I don't know if that's something you want to touch on.
Yeah, I can touch on that. Okay,